For thousands of years, humanity has been obsessed with one thing: death. No one wants to grow old. No one wants to disappear. And because of that fear, kings, emperors, and alchemists became consumed by a single dream: immortality. But history has a cruel sense of irony, because one of the deadliest substances ever known to mankind was once believed to be the key to eternal life: mercury, a liquid metal that shines like silver, moves like water, and slowly destroys the human body from the inside. And the terrifying part is, ancient people didn't just touch it, they drank it. Across ancient China, Persia, India, and even Europe, mercury was treated almost like a sacred substance. Alchemists believed it contained the secret energy of life itself, something powerful enough to defy nature. In ancient China, Taoist alchemists spent centuries trying to create an elixir of immortality. They mixed mercury with sulfur, crushed jade, rare herbs, and mysterious minerals, then turned them into pills for emperors. But instead of creating eternal life, they created death disguised as medicine. One of the most famous victims was Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor to unify China, the ruler who helped build the early Great Wall, a man powerful enough to command an entire empire. And yet, he was terrified of dying. He sent explorers across distant seas searching for magical islands and hidden immortality potions. He became obsessed with escaping death itself. And eventually, he began consuming mercury pills created by royal alchemists. According to historical records, those so-called immortality pills may have contributed to his death at the age of 49. It's almost tragic. A man who tried to outrun death may have poisoned himself in the process. But China wasn't the only civilization fascinated by mercury. During the Middle Ages, European alchemists also became obsessed with it. They believed every metal had a soul, and mercury was considered the most mysterious of them all because it behaved like both a liquid and a metal at the same time. It seemed unnatural, almost supernatural. Many believed that if they could unlock the secrets of mercury, they could create the philosopher's stone, a legendary substance said to turn metal into gold and grant eternal life. And for centuries, humanity continued using mercury as medicine. Doctors once used it to treat constipation, skin infections, parasites, and even syphilis. During the 16th century, mercury-based treatments became surprisingly common. But what they didn't realize was that mercury was silently destroying the human nervous system. It caused uncontrollable shaking, teeth began falling out, memories faded. People became paranoid, unstable, sometimes even insane. And the most horrifying thing about mercury is that it doesn't kill quickly. It kills slowly, silently, like a curse spreading through the body. By the 20th century, humanity finally began to understand how terrifying mercury truly was. In 1956, something horrifying began happening in the Japanese city of Minamata. People started suffering from violent seizures. Some lost the ability to speak. Others could barely walk. Children were born with severe neurological deformities. The cause was eventually traced back to industrial wastewater contaminated with methylmercury. The poison entered the ocean, fish absorbed it, and the people unknowingly poisoned themselves by eating seafood every day. The disaster later became known as Minamata disease, one of the worst mercury poisoning tragedies in human history. But maybe the most disturbing part of this story isn't mercury itself. It's human nature. Because for thousands of years, humanity has desperately searched for a way to defeat death. A hidden cure, a magical substance, a miracle powerful enough to escape mortality. And sometimes, that desperation becomes deadly. Mercury was never the secret to immortality. It was proof of how far humans are willing to go, just to avoid the inevitable.